Lately, there's been a lot of buzz and excitement for a Nintendo Direct on its way very soon. We don't officially have a release date yet, but June 15th keeps buzzing around the internet. Maybe it's true, or maybe it's just a feeling we have right now. I think us Nintendo fans have evolved and adapted by now to feel when a Direct is coming out. It's instinct. Kinda like a goose that flies south for the winter. Yeah. Well, in any case, here are my predictions of what we'll be seeing in a Direct, what we won't be seeing, and my personal list of what I really want to see, but I know will never happen, unfortunately. Starting right off, I'm gonna make a pretty bold prediction and say there's a chance, a small chance, that we'll be seeing a new Mario game coming to the Switch. I know we just got Mario Strikers, but it's been a while since we've seen a standalone AAA Mario game. So I'm thinking that maybe Nintendo will at least kind of announce something, maybe just a title and a 2023 release date, but just something to say that, hey, a AAA Mario game is coming out, look forward to it, get excited. Probably not Mario Odyssey 2 just yet, maybe. Metroid Prime 4, remember that game? Well, this one's kind of a toss-up because on one hand, it was announced in 2017, I think, and it's been a long time since they scrapped everything and started fresh, started from scratch, and we haven't heard anything about Metroid Prime 4 in a long time. Nintendo seemingly kind of wants us to forget about it and kind of wait until it's really officially ready before saying something about it again. But I think it's time. I think it's time that we see maybe a release date, maybe some gameplay and what the story's about. Just give us a glimpse of, what they've done so far. Get us hyped. Next, I think there's a pretty good chance we're gonna see a deeper look into Bayonetta 3. We got our first look at the gameplay and a little bit of the story from back in September's Direct, but they've been working on this game since 2017. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna see at least a release date and at least some story as to what's happening and maybe some more gameplay. Now, Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 is a game that everybody speculates on every Direct, but I don't think we're gonna see anything this time because this game is supposed to come out spring 2023, so probably in the next Direct, September, the fall Direct, we're probably gonna get an in-depth look into Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, but right now, I think it's a little early. Since the last time we saw some news, I think it's a little early, but I'm still hoping. I hope that we get a title. I hope that we get an official release date. And I hope that we see something more about the story. I'm really interested to see what the heck is going on. As far as Pokemon goes, I think we'll be looking forward to a exclusive Pokemon Direct sometime in the near future. We recently got our first look at the legendaries for Scarlet and Violet, and a little more in-depth look into the game. If we hear any Pokemon news for this Direct, it's probably going to be something like a recap of what we've seen, and then maybe an announcement for a future Pokemon exclusive coming out soon. I think we're definitely going to see more of Splatoon 3, probably a lot more. Since the game is supposed to come out in September, I think we're going to see more storyline and what's going on in the game, the single player mode, the more customizations and gameplay. I think there's a high chance we'll see some Splatoon 3 stuff. Now there is a small chance that we do see some Nintendo hardware or new toys kind of announcement. But just in case we do, here are my predictions of what we can look forward to. Number one, I think a new themed OLED Switch would be great. Right now, all we have is the regular Switch and the one with the white Joy-Cons. I think if we don't see some kind of new color variation or themed one, then we can look forward to maybe a OLED Switch Lite. A lot of people like myself prefer to bring your Switch Lite on the go rather than the bigger, chunkier regular Switch. And a lot of people like myself own two. So I think since we've had the OLED one for a long time, I think it's time we see a OLED Switch Lite. Number 2, I think we're going to see a new Game & Watch. It's been a while since we've had the Zelda themed one. I think that came out last year. And before that we got the Mario themed one. I think a Donkey Kong orange Game & Watch would be great, maybe packed in with Donkey Kong Jr. or perhaps a pink Kirby themed one. That would be really cool. Number 3, no way we're gonna see a Switch 2 or a Switch Pro coming out anytime soon. It just doesn't make sense for them to make it right now with all the success that they're having. I know it's old, it's been 5 years, so maybe next summer. Maybe next summer we'll see, but don't give your hopes up. And other than games and hardware, I don't know if we'll see any Mario movie related content. Last time it didn't go too well with the announcement of Chris Pratt voicing Mario and all that. The internet kind of memed on that, so I think they might be doing away with any movie related content with directs. I think that'll be like its own kind of commercial thing when the movie does eventually come out. And another thing, I think we can probably look forward to some kind of Nintendo brand deal with like Levi's again, or some kind of new line of Nintendo stuff coming out. Since it's a summer direct, I think there's a good chance for that. And lastly, this is my it will never happen list. These are things I want most of all from Nintendo, but for one reason or another, it'll probably never happen in my lifetime. But here we go. Number 1, I really want a sequel to Mario RPG, or at least a remake. We never really did get a true sequel to the Mario RPG game for the SNES. This classic SNES game is considered one of the best RPGs of all time, and it's certainly my favorite on the console for a number of reasons. I would love to see a remake of this game. I really like the art style of the remake to Link's Awakening that came out for the Nintendo Switch, and I always thought that this would be perfect for Mario RPG. I would love to see a cute remake, maybe a kind of claymation style, where Mario's kind of shorter and stubbier. That would be amazing. But we all know there's a million legal hoops that Nintendo and Square Enix would have to go through, so it probably is not gonna happen, but I can still hope. Number 2, Mega Man X9. I know, Mega Man X7 and 8 were not the best, but that's all the more reason to make another X game to make up for them. X8 wasn't that bad. I would really like to see Mega Man X9 be like the classic 2D X games with a new story that doesn't involve Sigma and new characters. I mean, come on. Can we stop using Sigma? Can we move on? Is there another reason why we can save the world? Come on, Capcom. Here's my idea for the next Mega Man X game. I think if they adapted the art style of Dragon Ball FighterZ, that would be the coolest thing. Mega Man is very anime inspired, and I think adapting that art style from Dragon Ball FighterZ would just be, it would be the coolest thing. Yes, do it. And next, I would really love to see a Game Boy Classic. It's been a long time since we got the NES Classic and the SNES Classic. And with the current popularity of the Analog Pocket and the Playdate, I think this would be a no-brainer for Nintendo. Pack it in with 25, 50 Game Boy and Game Boy Color games, make it $60, job done. And finally, I would really like to see a new revision to the Switch Pro Controller. I really love my Pro Controller, it's great, it's one of my favorites, but I can't stand the D-pad. If you're playing 2D fighting games or 2D flatforming, it's really not the best. So a first-party brand Pro Controller 2.0 would be awesome with a better D-pad, and for gosh sakes, can we get some colors? Whatever happened to Jungle Green or Atomic Purple? That see-through look, that classic retro look, oh, chef's kiss. And that's gonna be it for my It'll Never Happen list. So those are my predictions. Games I think we'll see, we won't see, and my own personal list of things I would love to have, but unfortunately, it'll never happen. But please let me know down in the comments below, what is your personal it'll never happen list? What are some things you want Nintendo to do that would just make your dreams come true, but it'll probably never happen with Nintendo? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for your recent positivity and support lately. Really makes my day when I see a new comment on one of my videos, and it really makes it all worth it making these videos and sharing my passion about Nintendo and video games and some anime with you guys too. When and if a Nintendo Direct does come out, I'll definitely be filming my reaction to it and then put it up as a new video with my thoughts and recap on it. So look forward to that. Anyway guys, take care. I'll see you later. Have a good day.